Okay, so I hope the video does better down here. Actually, I don't know because we're actually in the basement right now. So yesterday, I was supposed to be taking the screen outside and doing a demonstration, which I've done so many of them. It's not even funny, but it was supposed to be taken outside. I had to help a friend move, which I'm going to be doing today also too, helping a friend move. But we got a few things we're working on. So I'm working on a negotiation deal over in California for a big project over there and another one over in Kansas. We are working on, and actually today, I don't have to say too much about that, but actually today we're working on, we're actually, this is the screen for our first inflatable black projection screen. So that's the first one right there. All right, so the screen you're seeing right here is coated with a Supreme 7. It is an 80-inch 235.1. I have it over here set up with these are all the projectors I use for testing. I got a lot of projectors. I got a few upstairs too, sitting around upstairs, but these are all the projectors I use for testing, short throw, ultra short throw, low lumen projectors, older projectors, and all that good stuff. This is the only projector I have down here that is 1080p. So I thought I'd start doing more of these demonstrations that are live because, some people will say, well, he's brightening the brightness on his camera and all this stuff. So they don't realize I do a ton of Facebook Live demonstrations. Okay, so this video is about the closer look of a Supreme 7. So Supreme 7s are interesting. They have an interesting color to them. And when you paint them on, they have a kind of purplish, kind of brownish, have a weird, strange look to them. The reason why it was coated this way, this keeps anybody from going in and doing a fake review on our product by just getting a can, printing out a label, and basically putting black paint. I never thought somebody would just go down that low, but people do. You can't be too surprised when you see some of the stuff that people do in this time and era. People do some crazy stuff. So anyway, so to keep anybody from doing this, the paint has a very interesting color, which is extremely hard to mimic. Now, the interesting thing about this technology is that once you apply it, it has a strange look to it, but they dry black. They all dry black. And that's something they're not going to be able to figure out. So right here, this is actually one of the screens that I finished up for an inflatable projection screen project I'm working on. I had to modify it. You've never seen a black one. This is actually the first one of its kind. So first things first, I'm going to show you up close what a Supreme 7 looks like. Now, these are the containers. And keep in mind, the individual who showed off our container was on a 2-quart. 2-quart containers don't have black caps. I said this many times before. Only the 1-quarts have them. That's the first time I've seen them put that display up there like that. I was like, oh, dude, you're completely wrong on that. These are only ones. All right, so let's show you what one looks like up close. So this is what a Supreme 7 looks like. As I said before, this is in my paint can. I just got finished using it a few minutes ago. It has a very odd color to it. This is the reason why we designed it with a color like this, because that means you can't take black paint, you can't stick it in a can and say, voila, it serves. So this is actually black material. Let's put some of this, right here. Some of this on the black material. I think we need a little more than that. Let me just pour some of this out of the can. All right, and you'll see it against the black that this stuff is not black. See the strange look it has to it? This is the reason why they were designed this way, and this keeps anybody from coming in and doing a fake demonstration by putting black paint, knowing that the white levels are going to show up darker when they do this and falsifying a demonstration. So the Supreme 7s have a very interesting color code attached to them that when you pour them out, they look like this. When they dry, they look like this. They look black. Screens come up black. Now, let me remove this real quick out of the way. Put this over here, like so. You can see that. Now, this right here is unpainted blackout cloth. And this has actually been painted with a Supreme 7. So they should match perfectly. Now, the reason why they're not matching perfectly, because the Supreme 7 has a very interesting shade of black. It's not your everyday shade of black. It's a very interesting shade of black. So we wanted something that would not look like an everyday black screen. We wanted something that would be black, but would not come up as a, let's say not a shade of black, but it is a shade of black, but it's not that shade of black. There's multiple shades of black. A lot of people understand that when you look at black, they think there's only one kind. There's actually multiple shades of black. If you Google multiple shades of black, it comes up, shows you all different versions of black. So we have an interesting shade of black for a Supreme 7. That's why you take an everyday cloth. Now, keep in mind, in the demonstration where he accused me of being a scammer, he was claiming that it was everyday black cloth that I was using. This is everyday black cloth right here. And if you lay this against a Supreme 7, you will see that there are two different colors, two different shades of black. And Supreme 7 has an interesting coating on it. That's how we know the difference. That's how we can tell when people do these demonstrations or they basically try to ridicule us on our own technology. It's funny. It really is funny. But I just want to show you a closer look at what this stuff looks like. So this is what it looks like when you first coat it on. Like I said, it has a really strange color to it. And that keeps anybody from actually doing false demonstrations against the product like they did with the Superior. Now, if you keep in mind, if you notice that there hasn't been, ever since we showed off the paint having a strange color to it, if you notice, in particular individual has not done a paint on demonstration. You know why he hasn't done a paint on demonstration? Because he can't put black paint in the container and claim it to be our paint. He can't mimic the color because he can't figure out what it is. It looks purple, it looks brown. Nobody can tell exactly what it is. Oh, we know exactly what it is. So, you know, oh, and for those of you who are wondering what this is, because people saw me flash it a few times. This is actually his paint right here. So we do own quite a few of his paints. We were planning to do testing on demonstrations as we did before. We did a lot of demonstrations and tests on his product against using everyday bare paint or using the ingredients that he shows online, how to make the paint for free, and comparing it with the paint he sells. And we had those video tests already done. So by the time this one got here, because we had to go through a struggle to get it, he pretty much denied a lot of orders. We had to get somebody way over in another state to get it. By the time we finally got it over here, we realized that we've done enough testing already. You know, my God has blessed me with amazing contracts and things are going well. There's no point in going out and doing this because that's just over. So we have 4 of them here already. We're just basically just going to sit them on the shelf. We're not going to bother with them. We're just going to leave them be because what's done is done. We've already done the testing. It's already been done. And pretty much I can make that stuff myself if I want to. But like I said, very easy to make. But that's a closer look of what a Supreme looks like. And as you can see, when I put this against, now this is already coated with the formula. Like I said, it looks black as you look at it, but like I said, it's a different shade of black. So when I take this material and I lay it against here, you can see that it's 2 different shades right there. All right, so let me get back over here. I got this project to finish up right now. And over here, we have the 235.1 right here. Oh, I love the screen right here, 235.1. Look at all the light I have in the environment. My door does not give off much light. To tell you the honest truth, it just doesn't. But I'll just open it up. Oh, we got a cloudy day. That's gonna be interesting today. So it doesn't give off much light. I really don't consider this to be ambient light because a lot of the light from the door is blocked. See, it's way out there. Everything in here is dark, so that doesn't prove anything. So I'm not even going to bother with that. But this is just to show you how amazing the technology is. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of live demonstrations on YouTube just to display our technology in different levels. Also, we're going to be doing a lot of demonstrations with the black versus the black, different stuff like that. And outside demonstrations, I'm doing a lot of outside demonstrations. That's definitely going to happen because I want you to be able to see our technology in real time. That way you can say, okay, look, they did it in real time. We don't do any special effects. We don't do dark environments. As you can see, my environments are always well lit. I have a ton of ambient light in my environment. We're always well lit in here. And as you can see, distance from where my projector sits and where the screen is at, we can pull up an image and it looks absolutely fantastic. All right, that's basically about it right there. Next demonstration we're going to be doing are the fake knockoff projectors on our screen paint. We keep explaining to people, please do not buy these projectors. They do not work well with their screens. We need brand name projectors. You can get a brand name projector for a good price. A lot of people buy these cheap knockoff projectors because they figure they're going to get all the bells and whistles. And this is a really, really, really bad idea. And it's the reason why you don't want to go near this to begin with at all. All right, I have to go. Thank you all for your time, and God bless.